What is going on, everybody? Today we're looking at the LEGO Star Wars Jedi Bob Starfighter set 75388 with 305 pieces that retails for $40 US. So this is a pretty cool set for Rebuild the Galaxy, which is a cartoon that comes out in September. So it's not out yet, so I don't know a whole lot about this stuff, so not really sure what's going on here, especially with like our characters, but I think they all look cool. The ship looks cool, and most importantly, we get Jedi Bob, which is the most exciting thing. So that made me buy this set alone, and we get a cool Jedi Starfighter as well, which looks awesome. So there we have it on the front with Rebuild the Galaxy advertised down there at the bottom. And if we spin around, we'll see just more of the ship, the open, and some of the functions of it. And of course, our characters sort of fighting there. So I don't know if the Ackbar Troopers are good or not compared to Jedi Bob, or if he's bad, not sure, but it looks like they're kind of fighting there in that picture at least. So we'll have to see once the show comes out. But overall, a pretty decent looking set, a little bit higher price, especially $40 for a set like this. But I do like that we got Jedi Bob, which is awesome, and the Ackbar Trooper, which isn't anything special, it's just like a clone trooper body or stormtrooper body with the Ackbar head on it, and then we get a gonk droid pretty much, so nothing real exciting with those except for Jedi Bob is the thing I cared most about. So in my eyes, that made the set worth it, but if you don't care too much, it's probably overpriced. But enough with looking at the box, let's go and look at the set, starting with the minifigs. So here are 3 minifigures, or I guess you'd say 2 minifigures and then a buildable droid. So we'll start with Jedi Bob, which like I said is the biggest reason why I got this. Because of course, if you didn't know, Jedi Bob was released back in 2002 with the Republic gunship set that came out that year. And he was just a Jedi, just some generic Jedi from the Geonosis arena. There's so many of them just appearing in the background. So he was just supposed to be one of them. But over the years, he gained popularity and fandom and stuff for his uniqueness of just being some random Jedi. And he eventually got the name Bob. So it's cool that they remade him here, and just like that original figure, they made him with the yellow skin, so like the old school Lego yellow skin, which looks nice, so you can see it there on his face and his hands. But otherwise, he's just sort of dressed like a Jedi, so he has the hood on covering him up, so the brown hood with the fabric cape, so nice new fabric cape there, so nice softer material. And then his outfit just has like the Jedi shirt on. Probably other Jedis have had it, but it's got gray on top with a little bit of cream color shirt underneath, and then brown pants, so that looks pretty nice. I don't know if there's any no printing or anything on the back. Don't know if he has a back head printing. Yeah, he does. So he's got a happy face on there, as well as just like a stoic face on the front. And then he has his green lightsaber, which green's always my favorite lightsaber color, so it just makes him cooler. And why I like him even more is that he's got the green lightsaber. But then we have the Ackbar Trooper, which again, the show's not out, so I don't know anything about this, why he's wearing this outfit. I always have so many issues telling. I think it's a clone trooper outfit, but it could be a stormtrooper. Like I said, for all I can't tell the difference between them when it's just like this. I need more details of like a helmet to know, but looks pretty cool for what it is, just the basic, not a whole lot of exciting to it. But then he's got like the Admiral Ackbar head on, so it's a Mon Calamari creature of some sort with the nice head there, similar to Admiral Ackbar. So pretty nice design for that, always nice head. And he just comes with like the standard clone blaster and stuff, so that looks pretty nice. But like I said, until we get more of the story and know what he's about and like if he's good or bad, not really much exciting about that. It's just combining two things. So if we already have an Admiral Ackbar and just take a clone trooper, put it on there, and we already have this, so it's not a new exciting character, but just having Ackbar in a clone outfit is pretty nice. And finally, we have Servo, or SRVO, which I assume is just a gonk droid of some sort. So just a little gonk droid, has little feet off the bottom there, you can sort of put out to the side, and he's all this nice blue and gray, so dark blue, the light sand blue and gray in there, has a little antenna like piece or whatever it's supposed to be up on top, has a little keypad, and I assume the eye for it or something. Again, don't really know exactly what it's supposed to be or serve, but it's in this set as well, so until that show comes out, won't really know about it, but it looks nice, at least a nice gonk droid to add to the collection. So like I said, not a whole lot exciting to it, just Jedi Bob's the biggest draw for this. And that brings us to Jedi Bob Starfighter, which again, I tried to look up and see if there was anything special about it, but there's no real information, so I assume it's just supposed to be a Jedi Starfighter. The arrowhead shaped ships that the Jedi have, and looks pretty nice overall. It has a lot of white to it, so you can see the white, so it's got the point up to the front, and then a little bit of lines on the side, and I love like the red V shape on it there as well. Red around the cockpit, of course, the dark cockpit dome, all sorts of little designs with stickers all over it as well. We get some stickers on each side of the cockpit as well. The 3 engines on the back, which is cool. course, we get 2 guns off to the side and our spring-loaded missiles, so of course those will shoot out. So I have to be careful with that, but then like I said, the 2 guns on each side. And then we have these in the front. I don't know if they're like extra engine or if maybe they're extensions for a hyperdrive, so it can actually fly through without the hyperspace ring. Not sure if that's what that's supposed to be or just some sort of extra engine. Again, don't really know exactly what the function is, but just got this additional piece here on the front. Then as you see underneath, we do have a leg, so I have a leg, of course, that can land on there, so it's sitting nice and perfect there. And then underneath, we do also have some clip pieces, so we have some clips, so we can put like Jedi Bob's lightsaber in that. I did try to store the missiles in it, and they will. You just have to get them in really weird positions to be able to get them to clip in without possibly breaking them. We had a back little rest piece, so again, as it lands, it's sitting up in the air on this black piece down there. I already mentioned the 3 engines, looks nice. Then we have the cockpit that we can open up the door and see down in, so we have a control panel and just a nice little seat for Jedi Bob with like a headrest sticking up there as well, so we can put him in and close that down. So that's really nice. And then we do also get a fun little storage area as well. So right in the front under the stickered piece, we do have a storage area, so we get a container of blue milk, so that's nice, as well as a banana. So again, I assume those are going to be part of the story of some form since they are included in here as well. But it's nice that they're just sort of hidden away, so that's a nice little storage area you could use for anything else. But aside from Bob's lightsaber, I don't know what we really need to hide away. And like I said, it's got the clips on the bottom for that. So that unfortunately is really it for the ship. There's not a whole lot to it. Like I said, the play feature is that we have the spring-loaded missiles, so we can sort of push on those and they'll shoot off. And like I said, I always hate these because I always hit them accidentally and they go flying off, and that's one thing I always have to worry about losing. But the ship has a nice design. It's not much different from like the Obi-Wan Jedi Starfighter we got not too long ago. So it's relatively about the same sort of design, shape, and size. I don't have it out to compare it. There's probably some size difference, but it's probably not that big of a deal. So I do like the ship shape and design. Love the colors, like I said, with the red and the white. All that looks nice. Like I said, these engines or whatever they're on the front are a little bit weird, but I assume if you watch the show, it'll be explained, like I said, it's probably like a hyperdrive sort of thing. It'll make more sense and not be as awkward then. But overall, it just looks pretty nice. A nice, pretty simple, basic build. And like I said, our figures aren't really that exciting, but the biggest draw for it is Jedi Bob. So I have Jedi Bob to go along with his Starfighter is the biggest thing. Now on the back of the box, it showed that the Servo was, alongside him. So it'd be cool if we could plug in Servo somewhere. I could maybe put him in the storage area. I doubt he'd fit fully in there, but that's an option as well. And then of course the Ackbar Trooper, don't know if they're good or bad. They're firing on him on the back of the box, but they could be good for all we know from the show. But like I said, the set is decent, and for me it's perfectly fine. I don't care that the price is too high. I'm just more excited to get Jedi Bob because he's a character I never had but always wanted, because obviously he's like legendary in the Lego Star Wars community. So nice to get him in an available set. And like I said, I like the ship overall, so like I said, for me it's perfectly fine. Just as with most things nowadays, the price could be lower. But let me know what you thought of this set down in the comments, and if you enjoyed my review, let me know with that like, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to see more. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.